Hello, good people of Bills Nation. Week 3 of the 2022 NFL season is upon us. We here at Snyderman Broadcasting need your help. The Buffalo Bills need your help in naming their new home. The link for the poll is down in the description of this broadcast. Go make your voice heard. Help us decide the name of the Bills' new home and where we will be playing next season right here in Buffalo. The Jedediah Snyderman era is in full swing. Your Bills are 1-1 on the season as they went into Chicago last week and won by a score of 24-10. So 1-1 on the campaign for your Bills. Meanwhile, the Colts go to New York and dispose of the Giants, 24-13 in that one. There's a nail-biter out in Pittsburgh last week as the Eagles roll into Pittsburgh and win 35-33. Great game there. Meanwhile, the Panthers prove that their Week 1 domination was not a fluke as they go down to New Orleans and win 42-7 in a division game out down in New Orleans. The Jaguars host the Broncos and come out victors 38-24 in that one for Jacksonville. So Trevor Lawrence has his Jags rolling yet again. The Ravens dispose of the Jets 24-17. Ravens defend their home turf in that game. The Lions beat the Commanders 32-25 in that one. Meanwhile, in AFC East action, the Patriots win 28-7 out in Foxborough. The Packers dispose of their AFC North rival going into Minnesota and winning 28-24 against the Vikings. The Bengals head into Arrowhead and win 34-28 in that game. The Bengals upsetting the Chiefs. San Francisco beats the Rams 24-21 out in the Bay. Seattle disposes of Tampa Bay 38-35 in that one. The Chargers go down to Vegas and beat the Raiders 31-12 in that game. The Cowboys defend their home turf against the Cardinals 35-7 in that one. The Browns beat the Falcons 42-21. And on Monday night, the Tennessee Titans destroyed the Houston Texans 38-16. We also have some major contracts that are up this season. Josh Jacobs, Jordan Poyer, Ed Oliver, Tremaine Edmonds, Dawson Knox, all are up for contracts. I've offered Jacobs 7 years, $4 million a year. He didn't take it. We'll continue to negotiate with him. I don't know what I'm going to do with Jordan Poyer at this point. I might let him go. He's 31. We'll see. Of course, I want Ed Oliver back. Of course, I want Tremaine Edmonds back. Dawson Knox, I'd love to have back. Some of these other guys that are up, we'll just have to see what happens. James White has been decent for us already, so maybe he gets another short contract. I don't know. There's some other guys in here that verdict is still out on. I'll see if I sign them later. Before I jump into the action, again, I do want to go take a look at the Cardinals. There's not a whole lot. Well, actually, I don't know that. I can't say that. I don't think there's a lot different besides Levi Wallace, but I could be wrong on that. I kind of am wrong. I'm kind of not. DeAndre Hopkins is still here. Budda Baker, Kyler Murray, the usual suspects are still here. There is some changes in their defense. They did hire a really good defensive tackle in Deshaun Lowry. He's got hidden devs, so he should be a beast for them later on. So good pickup for them. Their cornerback room is a little bit different. Of course, we traded them Levi Wallace in the offseason. They also signed Nickel Roby-Coleman. We looked at Coleman when we were looking for a corner, so I guess we'll see what happens there. They also signed Mitch Wishnowsky. Easy for me to say. Mitch Wishnowsky is now on the Cardinals as their punter. Other than that, it's time to head on out to Highmark Stadium. It's week 3. This is Buffalo, New York. This is Highmark Stadium, where your Bills are playing host to Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals on this beautiful, beautiful Buffalo afternoon, right here for this presentation of Madden 22 on Snyderman Broadcasting. We're going to break the fourth wall here on you here today. And there you see Josh Jacobs, one of the key additions for this Bills offense. He had a decent week last week, 17 carries for 72 yards for the young running back, and of course a touchdown last week as well. This Bills offense will look to keep going, but in the meantime, we are underway here in Buffalo, where your Bills will receive the kickoff and have the first drive. They will start at the 24, where Josh Allen and company will look to start early, and there is the fifth-year man out of the University of Wyoming, the young Josh Allen, 478 yards on the day, or on the campaign rather, so far for the young quarterback, and of course 4 touchdowns to 1 interception. You love to see numbers like that. Allen is going to start this drive in this game under center. He is going to pass it out to Levi May, the rookie tight end out of Texas A&M. He was a 4th-round pick for these Bills in a really good draft class, really. We have Drew Seymour, Drew Edwards, Troy Sheffield, and of course Levi May as part of that draft class. All 4 look to play big roles here in Buffalo. In the meantime, that'll be Josh Jacobs going for 9 on that play. 1st and 10 now. Ball at the Arizona 30. Allen's going to drop back again, and he is going to look for and find Juju over the middle. That'll be a big 22-yard gain by Juju. Good pass there, good poise in the pocket for Allen. As the Bills are moving the chains and moving them in a hurry, Juju is another key addition to this Bills offense. We've been singing his praises for the last 3 weeks, and that is why right there, that is a big, big 22-yard gain for the Bills. Bills in the red zone now. Allen's going to drop back, and he's going to take off, and he is going to find the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. So Allen runs in for this touchdown, putting the Bills up early here in the first quarter. It is 7-0 Buffalo with that Josh Allen run, and those are the kind of runs that this staff is okay with. Allen took off a lot last year. They're looking to keep him cleaner this year, not necessarily in the pocket more, but definitely cleaner. Allen did take some big shots at the end of last year, but there comes Kyler Murray, 406 yards on the campaign for him, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for young Kyler, who has been a breath of fresh air for this Arizona Cardinals team, and he's going to play action it to Connor. He's going to look, and he is going to find Connor, actually. Connor looked like he was going to stay in for a block there for a moment. He gains about 9. In the meantime, Kyler again is going to hand off to Connor. Connor is going to be stuffed on 3rd down, and that'll be the 1st-round pick, Drew Seymour, in for the stop. He's been key on the edge for this Bills defense so far in the first 2 games, and he makes another good play right there, even knocking Matt Milano to the dirt. You're not supposed to tackle your teammate, young man, but that is something that you will learn in time. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills are going to take over, as there you see Josh Jacobs, 201 yards on the season, and of course that touchdown that he did have last week. So here we are, 3 minutes left in the first quarter rather. Allen under center. He's going to give the ball to Jacobs. Jacobs is going to take off, and he'll gain about 4 on that run. So good run there for Jacobs. It's now 1st and 10. Ball at about midfield as Allen's going to draw back, and he's going to take a sack. That'll be Chandler Jones getting to Josh Allen, taking him down, and that will end our first quarter with the score 7-0 Buffalo. That is a sack lunch to end quarter number 1. Jones, a big, big player for this Arizona defense. Key defender for Arizona, but as I said, that will end the first quarter. It is 7-0 right now in favor of the Bills. They're looking to score quickly here in quarter number 2. Ball at about the 38. Jacobs is going to take the handoff, and he is going to get it up to about the 42, so he does gain a few yards back from that sack that ended quarter number 1, but the Bills are looking at a long 3rd and 15. Meanwhile, Allen, he's going to find Diggs, and Diggs is going to be stopped short on 3rd down. He got nowhere near the 15. In fact, he only got 2, and that will lead to a punt by Matt Hawk. For this Bills, that is a booming punt. Beautiful, beautiful punt. Will make Kyler Murray and these Cardinals take over at about the 3-yard line. So, huge, huge field position there for this Bills defense. They could use a huge stop in the backfield these first couple plays, but there you see Connor and Murray and company coming out not in the best place, in the shadow of their own goalpost as they look to move the ball, and that's not going to do it. In fact, they will be moving the wrong direction, as that is Phillips just bulldozing through the middle of that offensive line and stopping Connor for a 1-yard loss. So, again, not the direction you want to go if you are this Cardinals team, in the shadow of your own goalpost. 3rd and 8 now, ball at about the 5. Murray in the backfield. That is Hopkins. Hopkins has a step. He's going down the sideline. Johnson, Trufant, and Hyde are all chasing him down. They will not catch him, and that is a 95-yard strike to D-Hop, who has given Murray an incredible weapon to look for these past few seasons in Arizona. He just got a step on Johnson, and just nobody could catch him. He had 3 defenders on his heels, but none of them were within 3 yards of him by the time he crosses the goal line. Huge strike there. Ties this ball game at 7 for the Cardinals. Meanwhile, Allen and company out at it again, and that's going to be a fumble by Jacobs, and that will be recovered by the Cardinals. So a 3-yard gain turns into a turnover as Jacobs loses the football, although it looks like he might be down, and they will review this. They will review this to see if he was down, and right there, you see the elbow hit on the ground, so I believe this play will be reversed. They called it a fumble, but the ground cannot cause a turnover, and in fact, they will overturn the call on the field. Allen drops back, looking deep for Diggs and finding Diggs. Huge strike there over the middle to Diggs. He has these Bills moving across midfield, ball at about the Arizona 40 now. Moving the chains, Allen just drops back, lets it fly. Huge, huge gain. Let's call it about a 40-yard reception there by Diggs. So great pass by Allen. In the meantime, he's going to give this ball off to Jacobs. Jacobs, he's going to bulldoze his way up to about the 1st down. I think he got it. No, they're going to call him short. It is 2nd and inches right now for this Buffalo Bills offense. But there goes Jacobs. He's going to bulldoze a defender, and he will trip. So if he would have been able to hurdle those 2 defenders, he would have been off to the races. But that is 3 big plays right in a row for this Buffalo offense. Moving the chains. Buffalo, 3 great big strikes. The 2 runs by Jacobs, and of course the big strike to Diggs had these Buffalo Bills moving. But this drive is going to stall, and Bass's kick is up and good from 27 yards out. So that will make it 10-7 Bills against these Cardinals. We have a shootout brewing here in Buffalo, as there you see the numbers for Kyler Murray today. 3 for 3, 104 yards passing on the day for Murray. Murray is going to hand this ball off to Connor. Connor tries to go up the middle, and he will be stopped, and that is Drew Seymour yet again. About 3 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. Murray out of the gun. He's got a man in motion, and he will hand this ball off, and that run is going to be stuffed by Tremaine Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds sniffed that run by Moore out right away, and that will be a turnover on downs. That will actually lead to a punt from the Cardinals as Allen drops back. He's got James White on the screen. White moving forward, stiff arms a defender, and he will go down at about the 36. And that's how this drive is going to go. 30 seconds left in the half as the Bills are knocking on the door, and they will score. That is a touchdown to Stephon Diggs here to end the half, or near the end of the first half, rather, as Diggs just beautifully run route right over the middle, found the window in between about 3 Arizona defenders there, and Diggs goes in for the score. So these Cardinals are looking to end the half with some points. Murray has motion again. That's Connor coming out of the backfield. Murray is going to let it fly, and he is going to find his man. That'll be D-Hop yet again, moving the chains for these Cardinals as they are going to call a timeout. Ball at about midfield, 16 seconds to go in the half, and that will be Connor who gets this pass, and they are continuing to move forward. Timeout yet again by the Cardinals, and that will bring on Quinn Norden for this big field goal to end the half, and up and good for the Cardinals. That will make it 17-10, our score here in Buffalo to end the half, as the Cardinals put points on the board, keeping this momentum going, keeping this game close. We got a good one. Stay tuned for the second half. There you see the stats. Buffalo getting it done on the ground, but let's look around the NFL. On this lovely week 3, we go down to Miami, where it was a trouncing of the Dolphins by Joe Burrow, who had 4 touchdowns against the Dolphins. Tua, no slouch either. He had 2 touchdowns, but it wasn't enough to hold off Burrow and those Bengals. Meanwhile, it's the battle for LA as the Rams lead 17-0 over the Chargers. Your Broncos go into New Jersey and beat the Jets 45-17 in that one, where Bridgewater leads the Broncos to victory with 4 touchdowns of his own. But it is time for half number 2, and here we go. These Cardinals are going to have the possession first. They are down by a touchdown, and they are going to take this ball out to about, call it the 27, make it the 28 on that return for the Cardinals. They are going to have to get something going here on drive number 1. D-Hop, of course, with that big 95-yard reception in the first half. 2 receptions on the day for him and 115 yards. Like I said, 95 of it coming on 1. Murray, though, out of the pistol formation. He's going to drop back. He's going to look for a receiver, and he is going to find his receiver out in the flat. And that will be a big strike that has these Cardinals moving. They're in the red zone, and Murray goes down. That is Greg Rousseau on 3rd and goal, coming up with the sack. So that is a huge stand on the goal line for this Bills defense. It was 3rd and goal. Rousseau coming off the edge. Murray doesn't see him until it's too late, and Murray goes down. Down goes Murray. Down goes Murray. As that will bring on Quinn yet again for this chip-in field goal. Up and good. Make it 13-7. Or 17-13 rather, Buffalo. Excuse me. Quinn Norden with yet another field goal pulls these Cardinals a little bit closer. And there you see Josh Jacobs, 73 yards on the day on 16 touches. He looks to improve on that right here, right now. Allen, though, is going to be under center to start this drive. He will hand the ball off to Jacobs. Jacobs will get only 1 on that score right now. Allen now has the Bills at midfield, and there goes Jacobs. Jacobs is going to be dropped after about a 15-yard run there, making it 1st and 10. That's 97 yards on the day for Jacobs after that big 15-yard gain on the ground, but unfortunately this drive is going to stall again. Bass's field goal is up and good. So that will extend this lead out yet again make it 20-13 Buffalo. Here in third quarter, here's Murray out of the gun. He's going to take the snap. And he's dropping back, looking, can't find anybody, and he's going to have to throw it away just before he gets hit. Murray pressured there yet again. That's kind of been the story for Arizona today. They haven't really been able to keep Murray clean. He finds his receiver on that one, and he's going. That would be a big gain there by Kirk. Kirk with a huge gain from the air. Big yard after catch for him on that one. The Cardinals are moving the chains. That is going to make it about the 1, I believe, is where they're going to start on this. Make it the 2. End of third quarter. Cardinals knocking at the door. Murray just sits back, lets it fly, and that's going to be another touchdown to D-Hop from 2 yards out. Touchdown number 2 for Hopkins, and that will pull the Cardinals within 1. The extra point is going to be up and good, and that will make it a tie ball game here in Buffalo as we go into quarter number 4. Your Bills are going to have one last drive here. They're going to get possession here to end the third. There you see Allen's stats on the day. Not bad. You'd like to see a few more completions, but overall not bad. This will be the final play of the third quarter. That's a good strike to Davis. Davis is running towards the sideline, and he is going to be tackled out of bounds. And that big gain is how we are going to end the third quarter. Big splash there to Davis. It is 20-all here in Buffalo. Your Bills driving to start quarter number 4. Allen gives the ball off to Jacobs. Jacobs moving big time. That'll be 112 yards on the day for Jacobs. Makes it 2nd and inches as Allen's going to drop back. He's going to look for, and he's going to be picked off by Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons up, and he's not going to get much. That pass was intended for Knox, and Isaiah Simmons hop on pop. Easy reads for this Cardinals defense as they just picked off Josh Allen. Just jumped that pass beautifully there by Isaiah Simmons. Gets up, he advances a little bit, but there you see Murray, 19 for 22, 305 yards, and of course the 2 big touchdowns to D-Hop. This Cardinals team, high-powered. They could take the lead right here. Ball at about the 45. That pass is going to be no good from Murray there, but he's got his team knocking on the door on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 3, and that's going to be Poyer coming up and making a big stop on 3rd and goal. Beautiful, beautiful stop by Poyer. That will lead to another Norton field goal. 23-20 Arizona. So if you are Buffalo, I think you breathe a sigh of relief there that you only gave up the field goal. That could have very easily been a touchdown to put you behind 7 here about midway through the final quarter of the game. In the meantime, Josh Allen needs to have something up his sleeve, getting his men moving, and he is going to look for and find, I believe that was McKenzie. That was McKenzie out by the sideline. So good pass there to McKenzie. Has these Bills moving. Allen's going to drop back. He's going to look for Diggs, not find it. No, he does find Diggs. He went right over the top. Diggs going down the sideline, and he will be brought down. Huge gain there for Diggs. 23 yards after the catch there for Diggs. Went right down the sideline. Great pass from Allen, moving the chains. Look at this. I thought that the Arizona defense was able to block that, and they did not. That was not a deflective pass. That was a beautiful pass right over the defender, right into the bucket for Stephon Diggs. Allen dropping back yet again, and he will find Juju. Great catch by Juju. Immediately after that beautiful catch by Diggs, we have another 26-yard reception for Juju there. 4 receptions for 64 yards on the day for Juju. Has this Bills offense moving yet again, but look at this. Beautiful one-handed catch there from Juju over the defender. That was absolutely gorgeous, and that's exactly why he got the contract from Buffalo in this offseason. Buffalo knocking at the door. Here's Jacobs. Jacobs is going to go in for the score, and that's why you bring him in. He's a nice big body there down on the goal line. Jacobs in for the touchdown for this Bills team, and that will put the Bills up 27-23 here at the end, or midway rather, through the fourth quarter. Great score there by Jacobs. As if you are Arizona, the time is now. You have a sense of urgency. I think you keep passing the ball. The Bills have not proven that they can stop it at this point. Murray is going to drop back. He's going to look for a receiver downfield, and he's not going to be able to find Kirk on that play. That will be a big incompletion, but Arizona driving. Nobody in the backfield. Kyler out of the gun. Murray's going to scramble. He's going to look for it, and he's going to find his tight end. They're out in the flat. And Murray is going to go down on the very next play. That's going to be a big Seymour sack on 2nd and 10. So huge sack for the rookie. He's been getting at least one a game. So awesome season so far for Drew Seymour. Taking down Murray yet again. That's number 2 on the day for him. That will lead to Quinn coming out for yet another field goal, trying to get the Cardinals within 1, and he does. It is 26-27 now. And the ball's going to go back to Buffalo. If you are the Cardinals, I think you onside kick there, but they did not. The Cardinals instead trusting their defense here. So let's see what happens. Let's see if this Cardinals defense can get a huge stop for their offenses. They are only down by 1 here at the end of regulation. Fourth quarter quickly winding down, and Jacobs will only get 1, so that's a nice start. But Allen has this Bills team moving. They're at midfield and more, as Jacobs is going to take them about out to the 25, call it the 28, and he's going to be over 150 yards on the ground today. So Jacobs putting the work in against this Cardinals team, and that will seal the deal for Buffalo, who squeak out a victory here at home, 27-26 against a very, very tough Cardinals team, as they are going to improve to 2-1 on this young season. And there you see it, 195 yards on the ground for the Bills. That is incredible. Got some things to clean up if you're Buffalo. Your defense gave up a few big plays, but you got to feel good about that victory. Meanwhile, we here at Snyderman Broadcasting need to remind you that if you are not subscribed to our service, please hit that subscribe button now. If you have not put in your opinion or your option for the Bills' new stadium name, you can leave those in the comments below. They will be added to our poll. Or if you like the 4 choices as they are, the poll is open. You can click the link in the description of this broadcast and go cast your vote. But again, cast your vote. We need your voice heard. Subscribe if you're not already. Show Snyderman Broadcasting some love. Share it with your friends. Share it with everyone you know. Give it a thumbs up. Do all of the things that will make Snyderman Broadcasting successful. In the meantime, have a great day, everyone. Be good. We'll see ya.